Hi, this is Ken Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum and Kaplan Cycles, and this is a flagship BMW top-of-the-line K1200. This is a four-cylinder liquid-cooled shaft drive, triple disc brake, fuel-injected technological wonder with over 100 horsepower that'll do 130 miles an hour on the highway in style. Super smooth. It doesn't look like a 2000 model. If to the uneducated passers-by, it looks like a brand new BMW. This bike originally went for right around $20,000 out the door. I think a new version of this would probably run you closer to 30 now. They're not cheap, but they're worth it. The best of everything: paralever suspension, fuel-injected, technological spaceship. Fantastic bike. This bike has an aftermarket windshield on it, which is fantastic. There's no scratches in the upper part. A couple little marks on the lower side, but the top's perfectly clear. I love this windshield. This is the third or fourth K1200 I've had, and what I really like about this one is the shield. It's fantastic. It's a great running bike. Take it for a quick rip. We've got the title in hand, so and everything works great on it. So it's ready for a season of summer fun. Want to hop on for a quick ride, or?
Yeah, sure. Bring me down to the street, then we can do a drive-by.
The fairing protection. If you want this bike shipped to Florida, $600 or less. Oh, excuse me, $400 or less for the Florida. Around 400. West Coast around 6. Shipping to UK for $750. So it's a lot of bike with low reserve. So everything works beautifully on it, and it rips. Great handling bike, a lot of power, brakes work beautifully, fuel injection's on point. You can see why Honda had to redesign their Gullwing when they came out with the K1200. Just totally outclassed the Gullwing. As far as from a sporting perspective, it's a far superior sporting ride, a much better handling bike, and even though it's a big, heavy, top-of-the-line bike, it feels light when you're riding it because it's so well balanced. Let's bring it inside and we'll tell you a little bit more about it. So not only does it look like a stunning brand new $20,000 machine, it rides like one, and the paint's absolutely gorgeous. My favorite color this year. I've got the title in hand for it, so there's no issues getting it registered. This has been the same owner for the last 8 years. The bike is, again, the 2000 BMW K1200LT. This bike is the LTS, or standard model. It's a liquid-cooled 4-stroke, inline 4-cylinder, 1171cc engine. It's fuel-injected, electronic fuel injection. This also has a feature that I didn't show you. This has the reverse gear on it. It works beautifully, so if you want to put it in reverse and back it up a hill, you can, or up the driveway. Shaft-driven, tele-lever front suspension, paralevel rear suspension, ABS2 anti-lock brakes, adjustable seat height. It has 2 positions, one for the short, one for the taller rider. Adjustable front brake and clutch levers for different size hands. Heated grips. Electricity adjustable windshield. So the windshield can go up and down electrically. 4.2 cubic feet of storage. The top case holds 2 full-size helmets. Check this out. The top case is huge on this thing. 2 full-size helmets. And it has the original owner's manual. Everything's like brand new inside here. Just all the latches and everything. Doesn't even look like it was ever used. Just beautiful. Beautiful piece. The light actually works perfectly. See the light right here, Kenny?
Yeah, that's cool.
Just the bike is just fantastic. Has a single key lock system for the ignition, the steering stem, so you can lock the steering stem so it can't be stolen. A lock for the fuel cap, so no one can mess with your fuel. Lock for the seat storage compartment locks for the saddlebags, and the top case. The saddlebags on these are on point too. Check this out. The first time I opened this top case here.
You need the key, Ken.
Oh. Okay, maybe this one's not locked. Oh, both locked. You know, I'll have to grab the keys and open that for you a little bit later. Has cruise control, handlebar controls, hazard warning flashers, and the power accessory sockets in the front and the rear. Again, it's a single key lock system for all the compartments. 1171 cc's, rated for 100 horsepower. And it's a little rocket ship, 100 horsepower, 6,700 RPM. Just a fantastic machine. It also has 6.2 gallon capacity on the gas tank, including a 1 gallon reserve. Water cooled. The shaft drive is enclosed with 2 universal joints and an integral torsional damper. So one of the keys to the BMW smoothness is the shaft drive. So the front brake system has anti-lock brake. Front rotors are dual 12-inch and a rear single 11.2-inch diameter floating rotor, in a 30.3-inch ground height in the low position. Excuse me, seat height 30.3, 31.5 in the high. So there's 2 settings. The paint, again, the top speed on the bike's rated for 125 miles per hour, and it's a Canyon red metallic paint job. Again, my favorite color for the year, Canyon red metallic. Just a beautiful machine. The previous owner added some reflective tape on the front here to make it a little more visible and safe, and also on the sides over here, he added them also, making it a little more visible and safe. This is how the saddlebags work. You just press that button in there, they're locked. The saddlebags are super high quality. I mean, I've had a lot of Harley full dressers. You just can't compare the quality of these BMW cases to anything else on the market, because they're really in a class of their own.
Yeah.
Both sides work beautifully. Check this side out.
Yeah, this is definitely the high water mark.
Yeah, super clean. Everything's fantastic. All your goods stay nice and warm and dry and safe in there, and you can lock it so it's watertight. Just a beautiful bike. Looking down the side of it, I don't see any evidence of it ever being dropped on the side. The mirrors, the grips, everything are in great shape. Just a super well-balanced motorcycle. If you're in the market for a fantastic world-class BMW, this might be your bike. Looking at the front tire, it has a new front tire on it. That's something I want to point out. It has a brand new Bridgestone Marathon, Metzler Marathon on the front with less than 100 miles on it. Still got the nubs on it. A set of tires on this bike will set you back an easy $600. So it's got the tires on here. The fuel injection is nice and clean. The rear tire is a matching Metzler. This one was not replaced when the front one was replaced. So the rear tire it's definitely got enough to go another, 3,000 to 4,000 miles. But at some point, you're going to want to replace the rear tire. Figure about $200 to $300 for the rear tire, depending on which model you go with. Tire. Back of the bike. Take a look at the back of the bike here. Has the K1200LT logos, chrome badge. The muffler's in like brand new condition. The bags are beautiful. I don't see any evidence of any scratches on or damage on the bags. The seat's in beautiful shape. It does have the spot for the speakers if you want to add a stereo to it. Kenny, what else? Did I leave anything out? I mean, it's the BMW badges, the K1200LT logo.
Well, I think the bike speaks for itself. I bought this bike a couple weeks back from an older gentleman. He was in his 70s here in Coventry, Connecticut, and he had this as well as a 1982 BMW RT, one of his vintage, one of his vintage BMWs.
I almost forgot. In addition to the K1200, he also had the R100 RT here. So this was his original bike, and like Kenny said, he was in his 70s. So he had owned this bike for a long time, then upgraded to the newer one. He had both of them. Yeah. And Kenny bought both of them from him. So just both of them are fantastic bikes. Stay tuned for the video on this one. He also gave us this BMW Anonymous 2014 book, and it kind of reminded me of another 12-step program. So I think they have their own 12-step program. 1, admit you're powerless over the draw of the BMW, and you must have it. 2, come to believe that a power greater than your wife will loan you the money to buy it. 3, turn your will and your life over to the BMW when you get on it and ride it cross country. 4, make a searching and fearless parts inventory, everything you want to bring with you on your cross-country trip. 5, admit your faults to the BMW dealer that you popped a couple wheelies and maybe did a whole shot so it needs a rear tire. 6, stop doing wheelies on your BMW. 7, let's see, what was step 7? I don't remember that one. Admit all the defects on the bike and scratches that you put into it. 8, make a list of all the harm you did to your BMW riding it up the Alaskan highway. You got it a little bit dirty. 9,
I think they get the point, Kent.
okay. Oh, there's a 13th step. 13th step is pick up some pretty babes to ride on the back. It is a 12-step program, but there is that 13th step. If you're a 13th stepper, plenty of room on the back here. So good luck bidding on the bike. Like I said, if you want to ship it, we can ship it anywhere in the country for you.
$400 East Coast, $600 West Coast, UK $750, Australia $1,000. Calls for a quote.
I ride a lot of vintage bikes, so getting on a world-class machine like this that runs as good as this does is exciting. And I know Kenny had fun with it. He took it for a ride this afternoon. Is there anything you'd like to add about the bike? I mean, you're 18 years old. I mean, a whole different demographic to me. I'm 52, so.
Well, we've had a couple Honda Goldwings through the shop here, and I think those are a little harder to maneuver in the tight spots, but I had no problem maneuvering this one. Yeah, I don't know, man.
That reflects what they said back then.
Yeah.
Gorgeous in the candy red metallic. Hopefully it'll go to a good home. If you have any questions about the bike, give us a call. The bike's really well balanced, although it weighs a lot. Running off the stand, no problem. So I'm gonna ride her back in the show, put her on display so she goes really home. Don't be afraid to ride anywhere. Fly into Bradley, ride this home anywhere in the country. Ready to roll. Good luck bidding on it. God bless America.